Higher degree by research at ANU. This is an overview of the application and admissions process for PhD and MPhil applicants, presented by the Graduate Research Office. In this session, we cover the Graduate Research Office, how to apply, document requirements, English language requirements, scholarships, and FAQs. At the Graduate Research Office, in partnership with colleges, we manage central HDR administration across the HDR lifecycle. We deal with prospective student inquiries, admission, scholarships, enrollments, candidature variations, supervision, register and support, submission and examination, and liaison and communications.
The first step is to check that you meet the minimum entry requirements. For a PhD, the minimum entry requirement is an Australian Bachelor Honours degree with first-class honours or upper second-class honours. However, if you don't have that specific degree, your international or Australian qualification can be deemed as equivalent to an honours degree. Or it could be a combination of your qualification plus relevant work experience or publications that the research school will deem as equivalent to an Australian Bachelor Honours degree. The minimum entry requirement for the Master of Philosophy is an Australian degree bachelor with an overall grade of distinction or higher. However, just like the PhD, if you don't have that specific qualification, your qualification or your qualification plus relevant work experience or publications can all be deemed equivalent to the Australian bachelor degree by the research school. Step 2, you need to draft a research proposal. Information about what should be included in the research proposal is listed on the website there. For a strong research proposal, the following 6 points need to be considered. For instance, you need to include what your research is about. What is its overarching aim? Does it clearly define a research problem or gap? What are you hoping to find out or achieve, and why is it important? It needs to include information about how you're going to conduct the research. It needs to include what will you hope to learn from the research, and why is it worth learning about. It needs to be clear and concise. Usually 5 pages is long enough, but you can always check with the relevant academic college or research school. If you have any questions, you can always contact the research school or the academic college or the HDR convener, who can provide more feedback to you. Step 3, you need to find a potential supervisor. Contact details for the relevant academic college or research schools are found on the following link. You can also contact the HDR convener for the research school to find out more information about potential supervisors, or you can also check the ANU researchers database. Not all programs will require you to find a supervisor beforehand. That's why it's important to check with the research school or the academic college and look at their websites to find out if this is a requirement. Step 4, you need to confirm your referees. Referees should be able to comment on your suitability to conduct research. Referees will be asked to rate you against a set of qualities and write a statement. Academic referees are preferable to professional referees. However, both can be accepted. You can always check with your proposed supervisor or the HDR convener in the research school if you have any questions about referees. The number of referees varies across the different research programs. Normally, a minimum of 2 are required. However, some schools do require 3. In your application, you need to provide us the details of your referees, including their full name, title, position, and contact email addresses. When you submit your online application, your referees are automatically sent a link to complete the online referee form and upload a letter of recommendation as well. Normally the process, and we encourage you to tell your referees, is to complete those reports within 2 weeks. However, if you are applying near one of the scholarship application deadlines, scholarships will be discussed further in the presentation. If you're applying close to a deadline, we need the completed referee reports as soon as possible. Step 5. Now you are ready to submit your online application. You can search for the relevant program on the ANU Programs and Courses website. Information about the application process can be found under item listed 1, the webpage Domestic and International Applications, ANU Postgraduate Research. In the lower right-hand corner, you'll see an Apply Online button. When you select this button, it takes you to number 2, the ANU Programs and Courses website. From here, you search for the specific PhD or Master of Philosophy program that you're interested in applying for. In this example, at number 3, the PhD with the ANU College of Business and Economics has been chosen. This page will list relevant information about the program, but also in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see the Apply button. When you select that, you're taken to number 4, the ANU Application Manager. You'll be instructed to register if you haven't already done so, to create an account, or if you have created a previous account, you can always log in. Applications can be saved and don't have to be submitted at the time you first apply.
Once you're ready to submit your application, you'll need to have the following ready. You'll need your research proposal, clear color copies of original academic transcripts and completion certificates. Please ensure that you have both the original language documents as well as the English translation. You'll need an updated CV, evidence of English language proficiency, any other documents that support your application, and the correct details of your referees. Before you are issued a full offer of admission, you will need to meet the ANU's English language requirements. You can do this by providing evidence of prior studies in which you have been instructed and assessed in the English language, or for taking an English language test such as IELTS or TOEFL. For further information, please see our website, which is in the bottom left of this slide.
HDR scholarships. To be considered for a central higher degree by research scholarship, you do not need to complete a separate scholarship application form. Instead, you can indicate in your application for admission that you'd like to be considered for an ANU scholarship. Further details can be found on the scholarships portal webpage, which includes also the scholarship conditions of award. If you are successful, you'll be emailed a scholarship offer letter. This is in addition to your offer of admission. Some common benefits are listed here. However, the benefits vary depending on the specific scholarship that you've been awarded. ANU scholarships are awarded after a competitive ranking process. Details about the scholarships can be available on the link provided. For central scholarship applications, we have 2 rounds per year. The application deadlines can vary depending on if you're an international or a domestic student, and they're listed here. Examples of a central scholarship where the previous slide application deadlines apply are the Australian Government Research Training Program Scholarship, or the AGRTP, or the University Research Scholarship, which is the URS. These have the central round scholarship deadlines that were mentioned in the previous slide. However, schools and colleges also offer their own scholarships. For details about these scholarships and the deadlines, it is best to look on the specific pages for the academic college or research school that you're interested in.
Once you have submitted your application, it will be assessed by multiple staff on multiple levels. This will include the GROW office. Expect an outcome to be sent to you by email within 6 to 8 working weeks for complete applications. This may be longer where the application is complete or information still needs to be asked for. All offers of admission must be formally accepted. These details and instructions are included on the offer letter. Your offer will include an intake period. You'll also need to advise us of your confirmed commencement date after contacting your supervisor and deciding on a mutually agreeable date. Your program may include a coursework component. Please check with your college or school for course selection. In these instances, your intake period and commencement date will need to align with the coursework dates. This will usually be semester 1 or semester 2.
So what should you do if you have any questions? Well, we've listed some frequently asked questions that you can review. One of the most common questions that we get is, when are the specific intakes or sessions for a research degree? There is quite a bit of flexibility with higher degree by research programs, and there are 4 quarters and 2 semesters offered each year. However, that can depend on the specific program. As mentioned before, some HDR programs require coursework, and coursework is normally commenced either in first semester or second semester. However, that can vary depending on the program. It's best to contact the research school if you have any questions about the available intake for your program. If you have further questions, we'd welcome you to contact our office. We are the HDR admissions team at the Graduate Research Office. Our email address is listed there. Due to current working arrangements, most of us are working from home, so the email address is the best way to contact us. We hope to hear from you soon, and thank you for participating. Goodbye.